There are crimes that end with answers, arrests, confessions, evidence. And then there are stories that never end, not because we don't look hard enough, but because something about them refuses to be found. This is one of those stories. On a winter night in 1971, a man stepped onto an airplane and later stepped out of the sky itself. What followed was not chaos, it was silence. November 1971, Portland International Airport. The air smells of coffee and cigarette smoke. People move with purpose, going somewhere, belonging somewhere, but not him. He stands by the glass window, watching the runways stretch into the dark, planes idle outside, engines breathing, waiting. He doesn't check the time. He doesn't look around. A man in black suit, white shirt, thin tie, in his hand, a briefcase, ordinary enough to forget, careful enough to remember. He told his name as Dan Cooper. The name is written down, stamped, accepted, no questions. The ticket slides across the counter. He stepped towards gate A7. He boarded the Northwest Airlines, flight 305 from Portland to Seattle. The cabin is warm, too warm. A Boeing 727 fills slowly. Coats hung, seatbelts clicked. The quiet chaos of people going home. Seat 18C. That's where he sits. No window shade pulled, no nervous movement. He places the briefcase beneath his feet, like it belongs there. The engines start. A low vibration moves through the floor, through the seats, through the bones. A flight attendant passes. He raises his hand, polite, almost apologetic. Then she stops. Something makes her look down. She unfolds the paper. Her smile disappears. 4 words. I have a bomb. Her breath tightens. She looks at him. He doesn't move, he doesn't blink. He nods toward the briefcase. She understands, not because he tells her to, but because she already knows. He opens the case just a little. Wires, cylinders, red, enough to believe. He closes it, tell the captain, his voice never rises. She stands and walks forward. The cockpit door closes. Inside the cabin, nothing changes. Drinks are served. Pages turn. A man falls asleep. No one knows. The plane climbs into the dark, and somewhere between the runway lights and the clouds above, this flight stops being ordinary. The plane levels off, turns back towards Seattle. He waits. No pacing, no threats, just patience. The captain's voice comes over the cabin, calm and practiced. There has been a small issue. We'll be making a short delay. Passengers barely look up. Delays are normal. Explanations are comforting. He asks for things the way someone orders dinner. $200,000 in cash. 4 parachutes. Not 1, 4. No demands about time, no countdown, just clarity. On the ground, phones begin to ring. Men in suits move quickly but not loudly. Money is counted. Parachutes are checked. The door closes again. Now there are fewer people and less noise. The money arrives. The parachutes arrive. He checks them carefully, not like someone hoping, like someone who knows. The engines start again. This time, the destination doesn't matter. He moves with purpose now, but not urgency. Because whatever happens next, he's already planned for it. The flight attendant watches him from her seat. She wants to ask something, she doesn't. He stands, adjusts his tie, removes the clip. The briefcase is gone now, replaced by a bag of cash, a parachute on his back, another in his hands. He moves toward the rear of the plane, each step deliberate, unhurried. The warning light flickers. The stairs are not meant to be used like this. Not at this height, not in this weather. The wind forces its way inside. Cold, violent, the plane shudders. He doesn't look back. He doesn't wave. He doesn't hesitate. The last thing the crew hears is the sound of rushing air. Then, a sudden change in pressure. And just like that, he is gone. By morning, the sky is quiet again. The plane sits on the runway, empty, too clean. Search teams move into the forests. Helicopters cut low through the trees. Dogs follow trails that lead nowhere. The terrain is wrong, too dense, too steep, too unforgiving. Experts speak with confidence. No one survives that jump. Days turn into weeks, then months. Nothing. No parachute, no body, no briefcase. The money is gone or buried or carried away by water. No one knows. The case grows quieter. Files thicken. Names are written, crossed out, written again. Years later, the file is closed, not because it's solved, because it isn't moving. No arrest, no confession, no grave. The money is never fully recovered. The parachute is never found. The forest keeps its silence. Some believe he died that night, lost to rain and darkness. Others believe he survived, changed his name, lived quietly. Both sides agree on one thing: he was prepared. In 2016, the investigation officially ends. The mystery does not. Just a single moment in 1971, when he stepped into the night and took his secret with him. We call him D.B. Cooper, but that was never his name. And if he planned this the way it feels, then the greatest trick he ever pulled was convincing the world he disappeared. But one question refuses to disappear. Did he fall, or did he walk away?